This is right here something different, man. I don't even know how y'all came across these videos, man. But shout out to you, man, for sending me these videos. Let's get into this shit.
Fucking right on bitter. You motherfucking.
Hello.
Hi.
So do you still hate me?
Are you still
I was not expecting this guy to sound like that. Hello. Hi.
stupid?
Okay, that was a good one. Are you free?
I don't know. It depends on who's asking.
Okay. It's the love of your life that's asking.
Well, the love of my life is Jesus Christ, my savior. So try again.
Okay. The second love of your life. The second one.
I'm free.
Alright. I'll see you in an hour.
I'll see you in an hour. Shut up, man.
I remember doing this type of shit when I was in high school, okay? But now, would I do this? No. Hell no. Once we done, baby, we done. I'm already moved on to the next. I've gone to my next appointment.
If you wonder what men are thinking during no contact, take a walk with me. And let's be clear, it's mostly anxious attachers that ask this question. You're looking for clarity and closure and trying to figure out what you did wrong. Because if you can figure that out, then you can fix it and gain access to the love that you deserve. Not realizing that you're already worthy, whole, and complete, and that you shouldn't have to fight to gain access to the love that you desire. And if we're being honest, you're the only one that's playing the no contact game. And that person who's the object of your desire, they'll message you in a couple weeks. And you'll be super excited to receive their messages because it's gonna feel like, oh my gosh, it's happening. You may even have a failed meetup attempt, and then they ghost you again. But they're just making sure that you're still there, that you're an option. And when you're anxious, you're more than happy to be one. The question you may want to ask yourself is, were you dating a man or a boy? Were they anxious, avoidant, and have ADHD? Did that relationship turn toxic? And be honest, why? You're probably the anxious one watching this video. We'll focus on the avoidant and what they feel during no contact. Someone who has an avoidant attachment is going to feel relief after a breakup. And they're probably going to go back to doing what they were doing before you guys met. Or they're going to go into one of their favorite coping mechanisms, which is working a lot. Of course, they don't recognize this, but they're keeping themselves busy from feeling their feelings. Which is why 6 months later, when they do start to feel their feelings, you might get a text message saying, hey, or what's up? And while you monitor their social media, hoping for their return, they're probably dating other people. And it's not because they don't remember you or that you weren't special to them, but this is their standard operating procedure. It's their iOS that hasn't been updated since they were young. And if you answer that text message 6 months from now, when they finally feel their feelings, they're gonna say things like, I miss you. It was a mistake to let that relationship go. And because you guys had a push-pull dynamic in your relationship, they often felt flooded, which feels like a threat to their nervous system. And now that it no longer feels like a threat and the rose-colored glasses are on, they're thinking, we should give that another shot. And I'm not saying don't give it another shot. You do you. But you should probably ask the question, what's changed? What's different? Have you gone to therapy? Did your financial...
Yo, this is a long ass video, bro. I gotta fucking pause this shit and get my shit out before I forget. If I can go, let's just say, a month without talking to you, right? That means I'm good. If I don't have nothing to say to you or you don't have nothing to say to me in a month, I don't think it's that serious. This right here, what this man talking about, right? You know, taking a break. I don't believe in taking breaks because I used to do that shit. This shit remind me of my high school days. I used to be in a relationship, right? And I would take breaks because I'm trying to hook up with other women. Yeah. Like I said in my other video, like I'm on a different chapter in life, right? I'm not playing those high school games. Like I'm going to take a break and go and date somebody else and because I'm trying to sleep with them, but I don't want to cheat on you. So I'm going to take a break. That's what I was doing. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm guilty. That's what I was doing in my high school days. So I know how that shit works. So if a girl want to take a break from me, baby girl, you might well just cut it off. There ain't no coming back because I'm not on that anymore. I'm a grown ass man now.
Problems get solved? Did they work through whatever they needed to work through? But more importantly, did you? You see, you have to be honest about why you were in no contact to begin with, and you take ownership of part of that. And for clarity, no contact can look like this. You block them on socials, ending your phone. You delete their number, or you change their name to do not call. And then you focus on you while healing your shiznit and getting your groove back. You start reading books and listening to the Blueprint podcast to build a more secure attachment style. Secure attachment to yourself. And you learn to not play the block,
Bro,
unblock,
where are you
block,
going?
unblock, block, unblock game. Nobody needs that kind of toxicity in their life. Stop it. It's not good for either of you, and if you're not careful, it becomes a pattern in all of your relationships. There's just so much chemistry, I can't stay away. It's amazing, it's electric, I've never felt this before. But you have. It's called home. How was home? And I know, regardless of all this information, there's one question that's still on your mind. But do they miss me? Yes, if you spend any significant time together, they're going to miss you, but maybe not at the level that you think or would hope. Focus on you and build that secure attachment style. You got this, and you're a lot closer than you think.
Bro, the neighborhood's about to call the police. There's a mysterious man walking around the neighborhood with a camera. We don't know who he is. He don't live in this neighborhood. I don't wanna be with a woman who cannot stay away from me without talking for about an hour or two. That's it. I'll give you hour and two. You want a break? Hour and two. If my girl be okay with not talking to me for a week, I don't want it. I want this girl to be at my door in 2 hours fighting for that shit. That's the girl I want. Nah, I want her to go crazy if she don't hear from me in 6 hours. Yeah, I'm that type of dude, man. You know what I mean? Call me what you want to call me. I could care less. But if she don't end up at my door and trying to fucking bust down my door and blow up my phone with 300 missed calls, yo, I don't want to be, nah. That type of girl I like. Hey, everybody have a preference, right? That's what I like. Baby girl, I want you to tear down the building to see what am I doing? Why am I ignoring you?
Ladies, this is how men feel during no contact. I've spoke with my friends many times about their no contact experiences, and all of the conversations seem to fall into two buckets.
How come these men come up with these ideas? Like, I'm gonna go lay in bed and make this video. Did you even brush your teeth yet, bro?
The first bucket being, oh, I realized that I didn't like this person that much. I was just infatuated with them. Because you go no contact and you kind of forget that they exist, and that's a very clear sign that you were really not that into this person, you were just infatuated with them. The second bucket, and I've had this conversation with many of my friends, is realizing during no contact, wow, I miss this person. You check their social media, you check what they're up to, maybe you block each other and you use a burner account to see what they're up to, but you do really realize, wow, I miss this person. If you don't miss this person and you don't think about them and you realize you were just infatuated with them, if they reach out, it's probably best to not respond. But if you miss this person and you realize that they were somebody that's very important to you, if they reach out to you, or maybe you just break no contact and reach out to them, it could be worth exploring to see where things are at.
Okay, bro. Listen, man, like I said, if you didn't hear from me in 6 hours, baby girl, I'm expecting a squad car outside, you know what I'm saying? Yellow tape outside my building, a fire fucking truck, firemen running into my apartment. Yeah, that's the type of love I want. I don't want nothing mediocre. If you can go a week without me talking to you, man, stay over there. You should be climbing up my fucking balcony to see what I'm doing. That type of love I like. But that's my take on this video, man. Peace and love.